Okay, we are live. Yeah, what ship is it? Do you want to start with? I thought we want to check out the river first. Okay. No, I cannot poke the console. I have to memorize how you find it. Hello, Mac Unknown. So, looks like this time we are really getting to the... Oh, so this fuel thing is in the cockpit. Okay, I thought it's on the gallery. Yeah, it works. It's fixed. We can now spawn ships. Hello, Chris Sinclair. So no, it didn't. Okay, so our console Flickr wrote there are consoles in the cockpit and on the gantry. Yes, yet she did something with elevator buttons on Tressa. Looks, yeah, now here this looks very strange. I mean, I've never seen an elevator. This looks wrong. Come inside. I don't bite. It's 25 degrees from New Burbage at 463 kilometers. Well, I have my pilot. Flickr knows the way. Okay, I'm prepared. I have 4 bottles of something to drink and I have 1 hot dog. Maybe I should get another hot dog just to be on the safe side. Okay, let's buy another hot dog. Quick buy. Okay, I think he bought something. Okay, let's put it into inventory. Come on. Okay, I have 4 things to drink. And I have 2 hot dogs. I am at the ship spawning console Slicker in Tresla. Architecture reviews. Yeah, it's not only elevators. I mean, CRG loves stairs. Look how silly this is. First, this stair doesn't serve any purpose. You could just lift the clinic, then you wouldn't have stairs. And you cannot use those stretchers because there are stairs. What? This hammer does not work in space? Are you sure? Antonio? Okay, then we'll better remove it. Okay, this one should work in space. Yeah, seriously, why is CRG so in love with stairs? I don't know. I mean, this doesn't make any sense. Hello, Sailsang. Okay, he wrote it worked flawlessly for him. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure, we have to party up, sorry. I have to accept party. Okay, I have accepted it, sorry Flickr. So, do I see you? Do I see your marker? Yeah, I see your marker. Where are you? Hangar 02. Okay, let's go to Hangar 02. If you can't load stations, just try another server. CRG is testing asset streaming and yeah, it's kinda rough. So if something doesn't load, just try another server, I guess. Okay, this is your refueling boom. Starfarer can only refuel 1 ship at a time. which makes no sense. But this is CRG, of course. Hello, Flickr. Looking good. Okay, I have nothing bound. I have no wave bound, sorry. What stations are not loading for you? All stations, only some? Standard refueling planes. I didn't check those out. Yeah, but there are a lot of problems with streaming of assets. Sometimes shops don't stream in. So... Oh, look, look at this on my screen. Flickr just teleported 20 meters. So, where is the console for refueling? What seat is it, Flickr? Behind pilot on left. Okay, I'll try this one first. Okay, there's like nothing really, just eye candy. Okay, now I cannot get up. Flickr, I cannot get up. How do I get off the seat? I'm holding Z, I'm using my cursor keys. How do I get off the seat? I mean, I'm pressing, holding Z, I'm using my cursor keys. Okay, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't sit down here. Hold Y? No, I hold Y. Oh, no. Okay, you have to hold for like 5 seconds. Okay. And this seat is for refueling. I cannot even... Okay, yeah, you have to... This interaction system is top-notch. You have to be at a very certain distance to see the prompt. So Flickr, where are we flying now? And power on, okay, power on. This is not a refueling console. Okay, I just go here. So, how do you find this river, Flickr? Tell me, please, what you are doing. Instant 30k. Yeah, Grant Jakubowski. Kameral finally out of Lorville. Yeah, I was able to leave Lorville, finally. Okay, Flickr Road, fly towards OM5. Stop at distance 770.8 kilometers. Can you time this so effectively? I mean, I know you can get out of Quantum hitting the same button, but the timing isn't exactly easy, especially when the server is a little bit laggy, right? Okay, literally the only other panel, no share. Okay, so the refueling panel is one without a share. Port of the corner. Okay, I will check this out later. By the way, did they change her agility? She looks rather agile. I mean, she was very sluggish before, Starfarer. Hurston work contract. Yeah, I got life sentence in Lowell. Yeah, Moondog Road. Ladies and gentlemen, the man has reached orbit. Yeah. Yeah, it's still, PTU is still wave 1, right? Your landing gear is still down, Flicker. Oh, she noticed that. It depends. Usually, sometimes wave 1 was only like a few days, but this patch is very rough. So wave 1 is quite long this time. Okay, Flicker wrote, she doesn't fly straight and turning is really twitchy. It's horrible. No, it's your flying skills, Flicker. It's all your fault, of course. It's all your piloting skills. I guess a lot of those problems are in relation to CRG testing streaming of assets and reducing desyncs, but it looks like it has the opposite effect for now. What is TYI? Flicker. Flicker wrote TYI points to the vector marker points to bottom left, okay? You are flying straight, but your vector marker points to bottom left, okay? Yeah, that's bad. Oh, I am at 77% first and 98 hangar. Okay, looks like re-entry effects at a very slow speed. What's the test goal for today? Test goal is we are trying to find the river, maybe get some craft lift vehicles and check out if we can really craft lift on water now, and then some shenanigans with refueling, I guess. Okay, Flicker bought a lot of snacks and drinks in ship inventory. Sandwiches, burgers, coffee. Okay, Flicker, you know what this means. This means we are getting a 30k or we are exploding very soon because your ship is loaded. Okay, have you reached now the right point? I mean, I don't see any river, so I guess you know where it is. Okay, Flicker wrote, nope, I will let you know. And can you find this river at night? Did you find the console? Okay, I can take this opportunity to look for the console. It must be a standing console, maybe this one. Yeah, refuel and refine. Click, touch to start. Okay, I can only click on refueling. This looks rather complicated. Let's see. We have 6 fuel pods. Okay, we have 5 with hydrogen, 1 with quantum fuel. So you filled those, right? Flicker is tired of your testing. She's leaving you in the middle of nowhere, Microtech. Yeah, most likely. Okay, we can set a fuel price. Can you select which pod you want to use first? Well, I didn't play with this. We have to check this out later. 4 hydrogen, 2 quantum fuel. I think I saw 5 hydrogen. Oh, sorry, I was blind. Yes, you're right. 4 hydrogen, 2 quantum. Yeah, sorry, my mistake. Please deploy boom arm to allow docking, but you cannot do this from pilot seat, right? Okay, you cannot control fuel from the pilot seat, which makes you can ask for Starfarer to come to you to refuel you, and then you can just steal the Starfarer. You just can go to the pilot seat and steal it. I hope the burgers and drinks don't kill them. I don't think so. I don't want to vent all the fuel. So just for learning, if I do this on my own, you're now just flying. Do you have any markers? Or are you flying towards an OM marker until you are at a certain distance? Okay, so you have to fly this at SCM or afterburner speeds. Yeah, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the video. Doch? Yes, I mentioned this in the video. I find it really sad that we don't have any ability to lock our ships. There are no keys or something. So if you leave the pilot seat and someone else is on your ship, he just have to go onto pilot seat, and then he can control your ship. Yeah, Flickr wanted to take the Starfarer, so now we are in the Starfarer. Yeah, I don't know if you play other games, but even other games in alpha give you the ability to lock your vehicles. Now it's too late, Flickr, it's okay. For example, in 7 Days to Die, you can play single player, you can play multiplayer, and you can, if you want to, in multiplayer, you can set a code to your vehicles. But here in Star Citizen, it's all free for all. If someone gets on the pilot seat, he has control over your ship. There is no way to lock your ship, which I find really, really sad. I hope this will change. Just give me an update. Flickr, how far are we from the marker? Fly to OM5, distance 77. Distance 770. How far away are we, Flickr? "60 kilometers to go." Okay, that's not too bad. Chris Sinclair wrote, maybe they are doing it for multi-crew easier play. I'm very, very sure that many years ago CRG showed us the ideas where you can select certain roles to certain party members, but the owner of the ship should have full control. Chris Sinclair wrote, "You die on Sterva. It would be bad if people were trapped aboard because you crashed and they can't control the ship." Well, this already happened. I was streaming and the pilot crashed, but he was still occupying the seat. So we couldn't get on the pilot seat because his body was still on the seat. Pilot crashed to desktop. And then we crashed into Dema. So this is already in the game, Chris. And even if this happens, he can tell you the key. For example, in 7 Days to Die, you can just set a code for your vehicles. And anyone who knows the code can use it. Starker wrote, "Have you tried fueling while moving?" I haven't even tested refueling yet at all. Yeah, logs were supposed to be coming, but I haven't heard anything from CIG about this for a long, long time. I think the ships have to be stationary for refueling. This is why it doesn't really work in atmosphere, because you might just fall down, right? What do you mean, Flickr? Then we pick another, give it 5 minutes or so. What do you mean exactly? What do we pick? Another OR mark. No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, take your time. I'm not in a hurry. Yeah, no refueling while moving. Yeah, another thing, let's just talk, okay, it's a first iteration, but on the other hand, it's year 10. Let's talk about limitations. You can only refuel one ship at a time, even in air-to-air refueling, which is much harder because airplanes are not standing still. You can refuel, I think, 2 easily, maybe even 3 airplanes at once. I've seen photos where 2 airplanes were refueled at the same time, air-to-air, which is much, much harder because you are not standing still, you have turbulences. But here you can only refuel one ship at a time, which I find really sad. Yeah, Flickr wrote, "Engines are getting switched off when refueling." I mean, this refueling is much, much easier than real-life air-to-air refueling. Both ships are stationary, nothing is moving, no turbulences. Still, in real life, we can refuel 2 airplanes at once easily, but here you can only refuel 1 at the same time, which I find sad. Yeah, Starfire is not too bad in top speed, but it's very bad in agility. Especially if you compare Starfarer to a ship like Hercules C2 with about the same mass. It's a difference between a racing car and a truck. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. If you can refuel stolen lightnings from ERT and stolen F7As. Yeah, would be interesting. By the way, I had to buy a pressed armor so that I can store my trinks. I went to a shop and there is now a quick buy button, which I find very nice. On the other hand, it doesn't work. You can click on quick buy and nothing happens. Still, it's a step into the right direction. Can you, Flickr, let me know when you can see it. I think we are still too far away, or can you already see it? It's below us. Can we see it at the moment? And I only see, I don't see anything that looks like a river. I mean, I'm not so sure if I can find... Ah, okay, I see it. I see it. Okay. What's our altitude, Flickr? This is the river. 27, okay, so you can see it at 27 kilometers. That's actually would be impossible in real life, or to see a river at 27 kilometers. In Flickr wrote, it disappears when you go nearer. Okay, so there's a river and the river ends in a lake, I guess. Well, we are not exactly, we are at 27 kilometers. It's like altitude of a U2. U2 flew at this altitude, I think. Or was it 60,000 feet? What's the altitude of U2? Was it 60,000 feet or 70,000? Well, roughly this altitude. Let me Google this. No, I'm curious. U2 altitude. So it's not really from space. Okay, 70,000. Okay, it's still 21 kilometers for U2. Okay, it's still visible. Not high enough to not get hit by an SA2. Yeah, but they didn't notice. What was his name? Power? The pilot? Well, Power? They didn't notice. Then they went SR-71, of course. SR-71 was never hit by a missile. What's our altitude now? Just, I'm curious, Flickr. 20 kilometers, okay. I mean, this shouldn't be visible at 20. Oh, now it vanishes. Okay, that's funny. So Ziachi did this so we can find it. I guess this was the reasoning behind this. Ziachi made it more visible so we can find it. But I don't know, why didn't Ziachi put a river near of an existing point of interest where we have a quantum jump to? It would be much more fun, I think. I'm not complaining, I'm not talking bad about CIG, but I would put this river, near an existing jump point, an existing point of interest. Looks like it's emerging. Yeah, it's emerging again. Okay, on one end there's a lake. What's on the other end, Flickr? Do you know? Okay, Flickr is busy. Another lake. Okay, you have a river between two lakes. Okay. I mean, there are enough points of interest that have a jump marker. Okay, we have a lake on this side, then we have a river and a lake on the other side. Chris Sinclair wrote, if you had an emergency shelter, you could go on a camping trip by the lake. Yeah. Okay, I can see some trees. We should be around 3 or 4 kilometers, I think, maybe even lower. What's the big deal, Major Wolf wrote? What's the big deal with the river? No big deal. It's just something new. And we should now be able to craft left on top of water, but we don't have a craft left vehicle with us. It's just something new. First river in the game. I mean, in like 2 years, maybe 4 years, we get our first road. Then we can make another video. First road in Star Citizen. Will it be left-hand drive or right-hand drive? Who knows? Kyle wrote, I heard you can now submerge ships in the water and they won't explode. Worth trying out. I really wanted to try this. I'm not so sure if we do this today, but I want to try what happens when ships are underwater now. It's something I really wanted to try. Okay, Flickr, I'm not laughing at you. From my point of view, this was a perfect landing. I've seen nothing wrong with this landing. It looked perfectly fine. But you know what I told you? You stocked your ship with food and drinks and coffee, and I told you we will die. But it was nothing you did. This was a perfect landing on my screen. Perfect. I mean, there was nothing wrong with this landing, really. Sometimes I make a joke or I talk a little bit funny about you, but this was a perfect landing. Actually, I wanted to say, very nice landing. I was just about to say, very nice landing, Flickr, and then we exploded. Chris Sinclair, I told Flickr we will die. You have loaded your ship. Never stock your ship. This means you will die. And now it looks like I'm not respawning, Flickr. I still have a black screen. Do you still have a black screen? Yeah, the sad thing is, Flickr did a lot of preparations. Flickr loaded Starfarer with fuel, and Flickr put in eating and drinking. Now, are you back into the game, Flickr? I still have a black screen. I might have to kill my task. Black screen, okay. Go back, kill task, go back to menu. We can take... Okay, console says things are happening. Okay, I'm killing my task. This... I was just about to say, what a perfect landing. Really, I'm not kidding. And then we exploded for no reason. On my screen it looked like, I think landing gear was down. I cannot check now. But even if not, there is no reason why a starfarer should explode. Yeah, Flickr, on my screen it looked like gear was down, and even if not, it's not a reason why a starfarer should explode. Okay, now we finally made it out of Lowville. We were at the river and we exploded. Well, I'm streaming this and I'm recording this. I might make a video out of this. Those damn burgers. Yeah, I've set my point to Tressler Flickr. Okay, I'm in menu. You can start a game. I will spawn at Tressler. And I have a few ships at Tressler. No, the real tragedy is you filled up your starfarer. How long does it take to fill those 6 tanks? Roughly. Are we talking about 30 seconds? Are we talking about 5 minutes right now? Very slow, some minutes. More than 5? On the bigger ships, if you have a lot of inventory, the game sometimes self-destructs if you try to land. Okay, 15k FAUC for quantum fuel. 2 to 3.5 minutes to refuel the fuel pods on the starfarer. Okay, that's okay. That's not too bad. That's okay. Oh, 42k. Okay, that's a lot. Flickr can claim her starfarer and we have to get back anyway. By the way, if you claim her, I guess fuel tanks are empty if you claim her now. I mean, you can claim her anyway, and then we can use her later when we are back at the river. This was such a gentle, nice landing. Maybe, can I watch my stream? Okay, I'm watching. Not standing still. I'm watching now my stream. Yep. 1000. But drive or right hand. Okay, I'm watching my stream. Landing gear. Road. I heard you can now submerge ships in the water and they won't explode. Worth trying out. Landing gear is definitely down. Landing gear is deployed. And this was a very, soft landing. There's nothing underneath it, not even a stone or anything. Yeah, she exploded when the landing gear was hitting the ground. Nothing Flickr did wrong. I didn't know that putting things into inventory makes ships explode. By the way, I'm still loading into the game Flickr. Okay, I will copy this now. Don't want to type it each time. Okay, Flickr is loading too. Maybe we have to kill the task again. Or maybe I was talking too early and it only worked because it was earlier. I mean, I tested this a few hours ago. I had no trouble, but now entities are going up very slowly. 26k entities. Maybe we have to 80k and we are in. It's a bit slow. Okay, this takes too long. You can ask in. Okay, people is asking chat. What are people looking forward to in 3.17? As me personally, I'm not looking forward to anything. Okay, bit of testing of refueling, testing of missiles that are doing only physical damage now, which will be brutal, I guess. Maybe we should kill this task again and try one more time. This goes up very slowly. Okay. Launching again. Hello, Thor3599. You missed something. We were at a river. Flickr did a very nice landing, very smooth, and Starfarer exploded as soon as one landing gear touched the ground. Okay, now I get this. This worked so nicely today. We all know inventory system is a little bit weird, yeah, to say the least. Yeah, it's rather weird. Okay, I got an error message. I had to restart again. Anyone knows when Invictus is? Should be soonish. Sorry, not Invictus. Xenotrat. Okay, I'm relaunching. I'm not in menu yet. May, okay, not too bad. I hope that CRG will not change hunger and thirst rates. Then people, okay, I'm in menu Flickr, and people will complain on Spectrum. I was sitting in my Cladius for like 1 hour and I already died of thirst. Okay, I'm in menu. Maybe I spoke too early, but so far it worked nicely today. The problem with one-seaters like Cladius, CRG doesn't, there's no way you can drink in the cockpit because CRG can't figure it out, I guess. I mean, NASA figured it out 60 years ago, how you can drink and eat liquid food if you're wearing a full spacesuit. Astronauts could eat and drink, and U-2 pilots could eat and drink in the cockpit wearing a full enclosed spacesuit. But we can't. So if you are in a Cladius, I guess you have to fly back to a place which has atmosphere, then you can leave your Cladius, you can remove your helmet, you can drink, then you have to put your helmet back on, get back into the Cladius and fly back to killing enemies. I mean, you could think that if CRG makes hunger thirst so aggressively bad, at least they should give us the option to eat and drink when we are inside our ships, even in ships like Cladius. U2 has a very small cockpit, very, very cramped. Still, they could eat and drink fine, wearing a full spacesuit, including helmet. And the reason why I included this picture in my video, the picture of U2, is seeing what CRG does, physics-wise, engineering-wise, and architecture-wise. I am almost sure that most devs don't even know that you can eat and drink in the cockpit of a U2 wearing a full spacesuit. Okay, I'm again stuck for 2.5 minutes. Let's give it like 5 minutes maybe. Or maybe we have a new problem. Yeah, Flickr showed me a video from last Xenothread, but the cockpit windows, the turret windows, were getting very dull rather soon. Okay, I should open console. And at the moment, I don't see it doing anything at all. Okay, now something happened. Small step. Yeah. One time with you, Flickr. I'm pretty much sure that Flickr already is changing region. We give it a few more minutes and we will try another region. Okay, now something big happened, I think. Lots of text coming up, but it doesn't count up. Not really, Flickr. It takes way too long, way too many steps, and it's way too boring after. I only did this because I wanted to get the armor. And Xenothreat was good money, but then CRG stole my money. I mean, it's not something like, okay, I'm coming home from work. Yeah, today I want to play Xenothreat. I find it very, very boring. If it would be like an hour max, maybe. And I find the idea that some criminals can steal an address rather strange. Yeah, at least we saw, on the bright side, at least we saw the river from up top, Chris Road. Yeah, at least something. It's progress. It is progress. I mean, I like the idea of Xenothreat that you have one team that gets the crates and that you have different kind of crates, and some of those crates you cannot quantum jump unless you put them inside a rover, inside a ship, then you can quantum jump. I like this idea. I like the idea that the other ones are fighting the enemies that are spawning in. I don't like the idea that this is very long and get very tedious and it's, boring after you've done it like 4 or 5 times. And I don't like the idea that bad guys were able to steal an address. This doesn't sound all right to me. Okay, Flickr, we are now, should we kill again and try one more time? This is way too long. Okay, Flickr said hers is speeding up, so I will stay here. I think, but you will be kicked out of the game anyway after like 5 to 10 minutes if you try to load in, I think. Infinite Reach Ministries Road, hide illegal food in Mercury Star Runner. I mean, I like fighting the waves in Xenothreat, that's quite funny. But it's the same thing over and over again, and it's like, I'm not sure what the average duration of one event is. Maybe if you have a very good team, you can do it in like an hour, but my Xenothreat events were more like 2.5 hours. Yeah, 10 minutes for a kick, usually. Hello, friendly space dragon. Okay, something is happening. Like I mentioned, Flickr, I like the idea behind Xenothreat, but it shouldn't be like 2.5 hours event. The only reason why I did it is I wanted to get this armor, which isn't anything special, but I wanted to have it, so I played it a bit. And of course, if you don't want to play it, you can just join an event and be AFK. I didn't do this. I think this is a bit lame, a bit unfair to be AFK and let others do all the work. But even this works. You can do this. Oh! Okay, I'm in the game, but what's this? Come on, I saw my character lying in the bed and now Flickr, I saw my character in third person view. Okay, now. Hospital. Are you in game, Flickr? I'm in the game.
Security, please come to storage room 3 right now. Security, storage room 3.
Just give it a few minutes. Oh, okay, I'm not in Tressler. I selected Tressler. Or is this Tressler?
Something more serious. Getting the right treatment has never been easier. Thanks to the
Okay, they changed it.
everyone loves.
I am in Tressler. They changed this layout. This was different. And I see your marker. I see you.
At a price you're gonna love.
I see your Flickr. I spawned dead in my bed, yeah. Okay, let's get a stick suit. I bought several pieces of pressed armor. I thought this might happen. Let's buy something to drink. Look at this quick buy animation, it's very funny. Okay, I will buy like 3 or 4. This inventory system. Okay, I have 4. Now boy, buy something to eat. Yeah, but it's not much faster, Chris. I mean, yes, I can do this, but it's awkward and it's not much faster. Okay, in this case I can only place. It's one more, then I'm ready. In before I cannot drink like I couldn't drink yesterday. Flickr, I see your marker. Are you in the game? 40 meters, 30 meters.
Use one of our convenient self-check-in terminals.
Okay, you are getting ready.
Track lift to emergency.
Okay, I see. You even get a med gun. Maybe it's not a bad idea. Citizen getting kinky.
RN Ashcroft, please.
Yeah, I like how you take items from thin air. Yeah. Buy. I want to buy. I want to buy. Get any closer? Can I get any closer? Middle mouse button doesn't work.
Concerns got you worried?
Okay. There's a quick buy button,
Everyone here at
but this quick buy button
great care of you.
doesn't work. Okay, Flickr, how do you buy this if quick buy doesn't work?
Ready to get your care quicker? Use one of
Cool.
our convenient
I click on quick buy, nothing happens. Nothing happens. I cannot track this. Let's try select category, weapons. Quick buy doesn't
Attention,
work.
emergency staff. Got an accident inbound. It's a pretty big one, so team stand by.
Okay, how do you buy this if quick buy doesn't work? Oh, you bought days ago. Okay, so there's no way to buy
A
this.
reminder that patients and guests are not allowed in the staff.
By the way, those things have now a durability. So soon we have to repair those things. Soon you have to repair your guns and your armor. They have now durability. When you buy something, it has 100% durability. So I cannot buy this, right?
Medical concerns
So there's
about
no way
security?
to
Forget
buy
that
this.
stress. Just relax. Everyone here at Kelto RX is going to take great care of you.
Okay, so I cannot buy a med gun. Okay, good. Perfect.
Getting the right treatment has never been easier. Thanks to the advanced.
Okay, I'm going to the ship spawning consoles. Pet O2. Okay, I'm coming to Pet O2. Okay. No, Pet O2, what are you doing, Camera? You can't buy. You can buy something to drink, and I was able to buy my armor pieces. Okay, I'm using my third person view. Okay, now it works. What is this? Huh? What is this? Okay, now it's gone. Yeah, I'm pretty much sure that we have to repair our armor and our guns very soon. Maybe your gun will be totally destroyed after 4 shots. Or maybe you have to repair after each 10 shots. Okay, let's play again the game. Where is the prompt? Ah, okay, very nice. So you don't get a prompt. It's highlighted. You don't get a prompt. You only get a prompt when you are at the right angle and when they are very close. Okay, I'm sitting down. Brian Wood, just buy the firearms durability pack for $14.99. I'm not even against this. I mean, actually, I think it makes sense that you have to repair your armor and your items, your weapons occasionally. I just don't hope they don't do a System Shock 2. In System Shock 2, you're perfectly functional 100% assault rifle was almost damaged, totally destroyed after just 80 shots. So I hope they don't make it so bad. I mean, if you have an assault rifle, you should be able to shoot like 1,000 shots. I mean, not in one run, but let's say in a day, 1,000 shots, and then you might want to clean your assault rifle. But this doesn't mean it's destroyed when you just shoot like 1,000 shots. So it would be totally fine if you get this. It just shouldn't be too annoying. I think most barrels of assault rifles can take like 5 or I think even 10k rounds. I mean, not if you shoot 5,000 rounds at once, just changing magazines, then you would melt your barrel. But if you shoot like 5,000 shots in a year, your barrel should still be fine. You can easily shoot like 1,000 shots to a modern assault rifle within a day. Then you might want to clean it, but it's not destroyed. But knowing the RGs, they might make it so that you have to repair your gun after like 50 shots. Who knows? I don't want to give Chris any ideas. Yeah, you can shoot an SKS forever, I guess. Yeah, most go to 15 to 20k. You lose some rifling at the start, at the chamber. Okay, Flicker, just to understand this, you are not quantum jumping at all, you are just flying to those OM markers. So this thing that I mentioned, that you can jump and leave quantum jump, doesn't really work well. So you are just flying, right? Okay, yeah. In theory, you could quantum jump and get out of your quantum jump, but it's very hard to time, especially, yeah, you cannot be precise with it. It's very hard to time it, especially when the server is acting a little bit, and servers are acting a little bit for patches by now. Hello, Nafesh. Where is Nafesh? I don't see Nafesh. Flicker, you wrote hi, Nafesh. I don't see him in chat. Okay, now I see him. Hello, Nafesh. Yeah, Hammer PT wrote, in real life, my clock, I shoot more than 2,000 bullets without cleaning the gun, worked without a problem. Yeah, I mean, a modern gun you can clean maybe if you're a nice guy, you clean it after like 1,000 shots or so, maybe after 2,000. So if CRG does this, then I would be fine with it. But knowing CRGs, you might make it so that your gun goes from fully functional to totally destroyed in like 100 shots. Mark my words, mark my words. Yeah, I mean, you can, of course, you should swap your barrel on your LMG. Actually, I like MG42, MG3. It was very easy to swap the barrel. Easiest barrel swap ever. Yeah, but CRG might make it for gameplay reasons that your gun jams after like 100 shots. Mark my words. Well, it's a game, Chris. It's a game, and CRG never cares much about real-world things. Which is fine, because this is a game. I mean, you don't die in real life or first in under 3 hours. So CRG does things for gameplay reasons, which I understand. I just don't agree that you should die in less than 3 hours of first. Brian Wood, however, CRG often disagrees with me about what good gameplay is. Yeah, with me too, Brian, with me too. For example, dying in under 3 hours of first is not what I would consider good gameplay. So there were always guns that were very prone to fouling, or that were just badly designed, so they had a lot of stoppage. And don't say M16. M16 actually did very well. It was just that the army decided to use a different powder very shortly before they went to Vietnam, and then it was a very bad decision. M16 was fine. So the reason why you can say that M16 was fine is AR-15 is basically an M16, and we are still using AR-15s. So it was not a fault of M16 what happened in Vietnam. It was just the army went for very cheap powder, which was very bad. Poor guys. Yeah, the army didn't even issue cleaning kits at first. Stoner designed M16 with his powder, and everything worked fine. And the army decided, oh no, we are using a much cheaper powder. And then they did this, and they didn't even give cleaning kits out, and M16 was a nightmare. But this was not the fault of M16. Like I mentioned, AR-15 is basically an M16. It's still used today. So it was nothing wrong with Stoner's design. M16 is a very sound design. Actually, do you watch InRange? InRange TV? They did mud tests. I love those guys. They have mud tests with guns. If you don't know it, go to YouTube, check out InRange TV. I like those guys. It's Ian, Gun Jesus, and Carl. InRange TV. It's Ian, the Gun Jesus, and Carl, and they are doing a lot of crazy things. I like those guys. Yeah, Army wanted to save a few bucks, and they used very old powder, and they didn't even issue cleaning kits. There are always people, you can always find those quote-unquote gun experts who are telling you how bad the M16 is. Well, you can tell them, if M16 is so bad, why are we still using AR-15s? Well, they might not even know what an AR-15 is, but yeah. Yeah, Ian is from Forgotten Weapons, a channel I like very, very much. I like Ian. But InRange TV is very fun. They do real mud tests. They take real guns, put mud on them, and then they are shooting them. This is so funny. Actually, AR-15 did very well in their mud tests. I like Gun Jesus, Ian McCullen. AR-14 was something different. I think there was an AR-14, but wasn't it a full power cartridge? AR-14? I have to check. Ah, okay, it was the AR-10, right. AR-10 had the full power cartridge, yeah. Yeah, 5.56. I think Ian showed AR-10 too. There's someone who makes a new version of an AR-10 right now. Well, Germany had the G3. It was a full power cartridge, which was really silly idea. Yeah, Brownells. Brownells does a replica. Can I call it replica of an AR-10? So I guess we are watching the same YouTube channels, Chris. Yeah, but a full power cartridge, it's too much in an assault rifle. I mean, G3 has a full auto mode, but it's so useless. By the way, Ian even hasn't Shaosha. He hasn't Shaosha. I think really one of the worst machine guns ever. But it was still useful in World War I for the French. The good old Shaosha. By the way, I find it quite interesting that quite a lot of people are sharing same interests same things I am interested in, like guns or astronomy. Have you seen subscriber gear for April? It's a pistol, and this pistol has a trigger guard, which is fine, but the trigger guard has an opening, which is not fine, because your trigger finger could get stuck in this opening in theory. I mean, not in game, of course, not in game, but in real life, this would be a very bad design. Sterling SMG, okay, that's a very cool weapon, I think. It was very cheap, very easy to produce, and it still worked nicely. Okay, we are approaching the river second time tonight. I guess Flickr will now make a very, very soft landing, but seriously, the landing of the Starfarer was very soft too. I shot an MG3, today's variant of MG42. It was fun to shoot an MG3. Yeah, the Stoner system still works nicely in AR-15 even today. So it was not a bad design. Stoner did very nice gun designs. Okay, we are landing very, very slowly. You cannot get down much smoother than this. And we are not exploding. Very nice landing. Flickr! Very nice. Well done. Okay, exit ship. We don't have any burgers on board. Grand Chakobowski Road. Are the Houston rivers going to be... Okay, I clicked on exit ship. What? Going to be toxic? I don't know, maybe. Okay, it was in this direction, I think. Okay, I can hear it already. It makes sound. And here we have it, the river. I think, okay. Please don't take this, oh, he is again talking bad about CIG. I like this. I like the idea that we have a river. I think the waves are a bit too much, but I like the idea very much. Okay, we are now supposed to be able to go into the river with a helmet and not die. Let's try this. Okay, it works. I'm not dying. Okay, what I don't like are those quote-unquote underwater effects. This is not how it looks when you're diving. It doesn't look like this, but it's a game, and I guess Chris loves this eye candy. Yeah, I think the flow is way too much for a river. Should be much slower. And I'm not a fan of those underwater effects. I think there shouldn't be such strong underwater effects. And it says minus 15 degrees Celsius, which doesn't make sense because liquid water cannot go below 0. Minus 15 is a little bit strange. This should be frozen solid at minus 15. Yeah, exactly. Why is a hut wobbly? It's wobbly because Chris loves fluff and eye candy. Look, it's water. It must be wobbly. No, if you ever dived, it doesn't look like this when you are diving. Yeah, my hut is flowing too. Right, you're right. My hut elements are flowing too. Okay. Okay, we can maybe understand that the outside is waving, which still doesn't make sense, but my hut is waving too. I guess Yachi went the easiest way for now. Just throw it into the game quickly. Oh, I forgot to take a gun with me. Flicker, do you have a gun? Can we shoot guns underwater? Press F1. I don't have a gun with me. There's one atmosphere. No, you have this quote-unquote water effect with all suits. I have pretty high graphics flicker, but the stream is capped at 1080p. I forgot to get a gun. Flicker, do you think would it be asked too much if we get somewhere where we can buy a gun? I really would like to shoot a gun underwater and see what happens. Do you have time? I mean, we don't have to do this today. Yeah, but I cannot buy a gun on Tesla. And I don't want to fly to Microtech. No, I don't do this today. I don't want this is too much. This would be too much to do right now. F1 menu is bad. You mean because it's waving too? Yeah, CHG went the easy solution. Everything is waving. Your mobi-glass is waving, your HUD is waving, and your environment, your view is waving. Yeah, but where's the nearest gun shop? I don't want to fly to Microtech, to Area 18. And I cannot buy guns on Tesla. Flicker, you don't have a gun with you, right? Okay, Flicker doesn't have a gun. Ah, good thing, Chris. I couldn't even buy a gun right now, right? Because selling is bugged. Yeah, but going to a bunker now, no, this would be too much effort. Yeah, but I don't even know which outpost is nearby. Flicker, do you have any idea if there's any outpost nearby? Did you see any outpost nearby? Okay, I could quick buy off the walls. Oh, Flicker, I could suicide back to Lowell, get my guns there and come back, but this will take a while. So I'm not so sure if the chat would be interested in this. Just to shoot a gun underwater. Flicker, do you want to fly to New Burbage to get to get some guns? Okay, Flickr wrote okay. Let's do this. Sorry, I didn't came prepared. I expected us to explode again. I do. Maybe we can fly all the length of the river first and then go to New Babbage. Okay, Plaza at Santa Mas. How does the screen look? How is the sound? Okay, trying to find the prompt. But yeah, I don't like this quote-unquote underwater effect because it's nothing like you would see in real life. But overall, okay, it flows a little bit too quickly, but overall this isn't a bad idea. Overall, I like rivers. I think Flickr can find it, I hope. So you have your lake on one side and you have your river. Can you please go to the other direction, Flickr? I want to see the whole river. Would be nice. Okay, you have your lake on this side. Can you fly to the other side, please, Flickr? This is now real, for real, just a tech demo, this river, but there are a few things I would do differently. I wouldn't have those underwater effects, and it flows a little bit too quickly, I think, but it's not too bad. Yes, scuba diving with a mask is clearer than SC helmet visors. Yeah, especially since even your Mobi class is wavy. Your Mobi class surely shouldn't be wavy, should it? I mean, it's a hat. Okay, Chris, I think we are just going to New Babbage and buying them guns there. Okay, this is the river. Not very long. Is someone shooting? I hear gunfire. Okay, now it's gone. And you have a lake on the other side. Okay, there are some ships. Someone is firing again. Yeah, I think he was shooting at us. Okay, this is a very steep. This goes rather steep down. Oh, and it goes up the hill. Okay. Go look at the source. Okay, we can take a look at the. Oh, okay. So it actually makes sense. Source in the hills. Okay, let's take a look at the source. Oh, no, wrong. No. I think it flows into the river. I can hear it, but I don't see it. Where is it? I heard something, but I cannot see anything, Flicker. Okay, Flicker is going in this direction, but I clearly heard something. Okay, so it just starts here. So it's not lake, river, lake. It just starts here. Okay, this is how it starts. It kind of starts at a hill, which actually makes sense. Then it goes into the lake. This isn't too bad, actually. So there's some logic behind it. I mean, in real life, a lot of rivers are starting in the hills, and quite a few rivers are ending in lakes. Yeah, start point could use some work, but it's not too bad. Okay, where are you going, Flicker? Flicker, where are you going? Did you crash, Flicker? Can you hear me, Flicker? Okay, Flicker is at joint. Okay, it's supposed to be a joint. I mean, maybe we get something like a cave where the river starts, but this is just, yeah, it's not a bad word. It's just a tech demo for now. Yeah, I mean, it's flowing way too quickly, and it's way too wavy. Look at those waves. But it's a first iteration, so it's not too bad. Yeah, but those waves are way too high. And flow speed is too much. Okay. And there are no turbulences when the water is hitting those stones. But I don't expect this. Don't expect too much. It's just the first iteration. When the water hits those stones, there should be some turbulences. Does the shader blue you in a weird way? No. I mean, the water doesn't look very realistic, if this is what you mean. It looks way too dark. Doesn't look like real water. No, I can look at plants and it doesn't look smeared. Yeah, we have minus 70 degrees Celsius and water is not freezing. Okay, I'm going back. On my screen, no, nothing looked smeared. I don't know if you can see this on stream. Stream is not the same quality I see, of course, but nothing looks smeared. So guys, don't understand this wrong. When I say it floats too quickly, it doesn't look right, it's too wavy, then it doesn't mean, I'm not saying CIG sucks, I'm just giving my feedback. I also think, yeah, it's way too fast. And there should be some turbulences when those rocks are hit, but nothing. Still, it's progress. Maybe we get more rivers in like 4 or 5 years, or maybe we get roads in like 3 or 4 years. This would be nice. I really would like to see some roads. No, it's not. I mean, I have seen better rivers in other games. Yes, but it's a start, and for a start, it's okay. And I like it now that you can be submerged and not just die. You are not just insta-dead when you are going into water. UE5, yeah, I don't think this is a joke. Seriously, Star Citizen won't be released in the next 5 years, and this is very optimistic. 5 years, it's very optimistic. So maybe they actually really need a new engine. Who knows? Can we land 890 on the lake now? This is something I wanted to test, but not today. But I really wanted to see if we can land an 890 on water now. Flickr, I have 2 ideas, and you can decide which one you want, or you can have your own idea. One idea is to get some guns and try to shoot underwater, and second idea is to do some Starfarer stuff. Or if you have your own idea, then go ahead. I mean, we don't need to test shooting underwater now. I can do this on my own. No, I'm up for both. I let you decide, Flickr. Or maybe chat. Okay, I cannot enter. I guess maybe you are blocking entrance? No, I can enter. Okay, chat, what do you want to see? Do you want to see refueling, or do you want to see firing guns underwater? Chris wrote, I'm playing this on my deathbed and I give it 50% chance it's done. And I don't know when you think you are dying, but if you are dying in the next 10 years, then there's a good chance you won't be able to play the finished version of this game. Okay, we have one MobTech road refueling. I don't know how to pull it from here. Can I pull it? Can I pull it from here? Just write in chat. We have one guy who wants to see refueling. Just write, do you want to see refueling or do you want to see firing guns underwater? So far I have MobTech road refueling. Kids take over when their parents retire. Okay, we have 2 votes for refueling. I guess we are going for refueling and I have a 10K. I got a 10K flicker. Error. I'm getting booted out of the game. Are you still in the game, Flicker? Okay, 10K2. I'm going back to menu. And one more for refueling. Yeah, I mean, shooting guns underwater, I can do it on my own. So no big deal. But something I would really like to do. In real life, you can shoot some guns underwater, depends on the gun. Obviously, you don't need oxygen to shoot a gun, but some guns need stronger springs to be able to shoot underwater. I think there's a clock that you can shoot underwater. It has stronger springs than a normal clock. But even if you have a gun that can shoot underwater, you have a very short range. Okay, again, 10K. Maybe servers are down. For those who want to know, usually your range, if you're shooting into water or underwater, is like 3 or 4 meters at most. Yeah, maybe this is a new patch, Flicker. Maybe this... Okay, if you get an update, then... Yeah, this looks like an update at 10K. You can shoot some guns underwater. Most guns don't cycle well underwater, and some guns need stronger springs, and the range is very low. Mythbusters shoot into water, even a 50 cal, and bullet disintegrated like after like 1 or 2 meters. It just disintegrated. Okay, we get an O patch. We get an O patch. Nafesh wrote this. So I guess we won't get this. This might take 30 minutes or an hour. So I don't think it's worth to wait like an hour. Flicker, do we want to call it a day and try again tomorrow with refueling? Usually it takes a while. Even when CRG says patch X is deployed, it can take like half an hour or an hour until you can actually download the patch. So I don't think it's worth to wait now. I mean, at least we are streaming now for almost 2 hours. We were successful. We showed the river. Yeah, I don't think it's worth to wait now. Do you have time next day, Slicker? Sorry to bother you. Yeah, chat, sorry. Even when it says patch O is deployed, it might not be immediately. It might be like 30 minutes, an hour, and I don't think it's worth to continue for today. I would have liked to continue. But Flickr wrote she has time. I think I will stream again tomorrow. Sorry, guys. But tomorrow we are taking a look at refueling. Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad. It's a new patch, so we got an 10K. Okay. Thank you very, 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 very much again, Flickr. Thank you very much, chat, for keeping me company and for the discussions. I find it very interesting that quite a few of you are into guns too. I like guns. I don't like the things that are done with guns in real life. I like technique. I like astronomy, astrophysics. I like physics. I like science. Yeah, I will call it quits for now. And I will stream again tomorrow. Have a nice evening, have a nice day, and see you hopefully tomorrow. Okay, bye.